All right, thank you very much.
One thing I've always suspected, and I saw this in this debate also, this is Southeast Asia, don't forget. And people are used to being very polite to each other in public. If this was South Asia, what you'd be filming up there was, chairs as projectiles and half the table's already smashed up, I mean, so Southeast Asia has a habit of being more polite and trying to move more to the center, which is good. The other side of it is they do not quite explore the extremities as much as South Asians do, which means that quite a few of the other issues remain unaddressed. You do need, someone once said, extremists are needed sometimes, just to tell us that, there is something else over there in the margin, which might be a good thing or a bad thing. But unless that comes out, we will never know. So the way the debate went, people tried to come to the center. People tried to say we need both are necessary. It's just true, Now the question is, in practice, is that done at all? Will we still get a sort of a national government body steamrolling its project and saying, we as a government have decided, and therefore, I mean, the hell with you. I mean, we're going to just bulldoze our way through. Our local body is going to say, we don't like what the government has done, and rather than come out with plans because the government is not listening or the international body is not listening, then go to extremes of violence and extremes of rejectionism. So I think Southeast Asia has done quite a remarkable job among different countries as a South Asian when I look at it, because ours is a disaster in South Asia. But here they've done a far better job of at least coming together. So I think the debate was quite interesting, and I think there is not a tradition in this place of taking a position. This whole idea of face and saving face and things like that. So people try not to take positions against what someone else is saying. But I think here we started that, and with the understanding that this is not necessarily what somebody his personal position is. We are asking them to be devil's advocates and argue another position even though they may not fully believe it. And I think they did it quite well.
I think it went great. I mean, nobody left the room, and plenty of engagement, people interacting, people talking from the floor. And also, I think that the structure of the debate, with having the two panels where individuals on the panels didn't necessarily believe in what they were talking about, was very powerful. It meant that it was a lot of ad hocing and trying to really establish the panel's perspective, even though they didn't believe in, and which then provoked the crowd, got people thinking, got people annoyed.
To some extent, I think that they provide a chance for us to really debate something about what is the governance, what is watershed management, sediment issues. I especially like the way how they discuss about sediment, because it is a topic that many times we talk about dam construction, we talk about water quantity. You have more water for dry season, but then they forget about the other elements in the waters like sediment, fish, and livelihood. So at least they try to discuss some things, but sometimes they also tend to forget to focus on a bigger pictures about the overall, what is the drivers of those change, what is why too many dams are being proposed to be built, why, and so on and so forth. And the MRC report that prepared by the consultant on the strategic environmental assessment, it's a very good assessment about what the bigger picture issues that we have to look at, and all the kind of elements of changes and the impact on livelihood and people they also propose. But unfortunately, those reports are not available because for some reason, some countries don't recognize it because wrong process or procedures. I think that this leads us to the question about how, if we are ready to really try to be a kind of a real deliberation and discuss about things. But of course, it would be unfair to expect too much from a 2-day conference. But at least we should try to think about what we can do it better.
At this meeting, you have, representative from the local communities, you have government officials, you have NGOs, you have research agencies, so you have everyone. So everybody has a play, has a stake in all this. But so we need to find, let's say, a sort of a platform for all of us, let's say, to work out a solution together, a solution that responds to everybody's needs, but not incomplete maybe. You know, there's no 100% gain. I mean, there has to be sacrifice also from one and another. So the locals, they need to sacrifice also some of their resources if we are having any external investment, outside investment. Maybe it's for benefit, maybe not of that area only, of the whole sort of a basin. So maybe they don't like that. So, but things that they have to accept. But in return, of course, they need to get the benefit that for their participation, for their sacrifice also. So it's not either you or me, and only my gain and nothing for you. So it's really a collective sort of benefit for all.